Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the second. John Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've run. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And it keeps the inning alive for Chris Davis up next.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Grounded to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is... Here's Javier Baez, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Javier Baez.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. It just seems like something is off at his swing. I don't know if it's timing or he's not picking up the ball. Maybe he just needs a day off. He just doesn't look right.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Set to get his day started, Kyle Schwarber. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Now, this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Zobrist now at short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Here's Miguel Sano. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. No score here as we play inning number 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Zobrist now at short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, even though these 2 teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Left side. To his left, Sano. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Happ is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often. Even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world, there are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Davis will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here on the north side at Wrigley Field as we get a look at Cloudgate, or the Bean as it's commonly referred to.
Second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Breaking ball's in for a strike. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the White Sox, Michael Inoa. Now the first pitch here from Lester. This is flared out towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an interleague game.
He flied out leading off the ball game. Chopped weakly to the left. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off. Riding in once again, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
With two strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. The next Cub up, John Lester, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
John Lester.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Hit toward the right side. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Paul DeYoung. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready now for the White Sox. Miguel Sano comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Back up the middle. Zobrist is there. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely. Ready for another chance. Wellington Castillo looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Sano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit out toward second. Played on the backhand. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Bryant reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Now batting.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Into the box, Yohan Moncada, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So here now is the pitcher, Michael Inoue. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First delivery to him on the way. The high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack, and the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
This is pulled into right, and he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Here comes the first pitch. Now Lester squares and gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Dribbled up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now another 0-2. Smoke toward third. Sano ranges to his right. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Now Lester's 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Hayward coming on, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch is bounced on the ground to the shortstop Zobrist. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, man, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. So 1-1 home. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out. First pitch on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Fastball that just misses inside.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Davis has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Holland is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Fly ball right down the line in left. Davis on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Leading off the inning, Paul DeYoung. And they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that time, not even close.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Here's Miguel Sano. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Half is over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Offline throw, but a good job of getting back to the bag as the side is. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 count, here it is. This ball will be chopped foul. 1-1. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Another one sent foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Riding in once again, Ian Happ, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. In there for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Davis is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first down. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Digging in to try it again, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. High in the air out to center field. DeYoung into shallow center, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Ready for another shot now. Ben Zobrist, runner in scoring position with Jugón. Contreras on third with 2 out. Behind 0-2 now. looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 0-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
Ground ball, foul down the left side.
Are you serious right here? This is becoming a joke. 8 foul balls in a row. This guy is in auto swing mode. This pitcher could throw this thing anywhere, and he's pulling the trigger.
And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball shot foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Up next for Chicago, Jeremy Hellickson, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Zobrist onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pillar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Javier Baez, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Javier Baez.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. 1 out. Striding in, Jason Hayward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down. So here is Avisail Garcia. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Two and one the count to the White Sox first baseman. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Now Abreu connects deep to left. And that's off the left field foul pole. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. Here's Chris Davis now.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
High in the air out toward shallow right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit hard down the line. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
From one of the best ballparks you'll find. Digging in, Kevin Pillar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand. Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Digging in, Avisail Garcia. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pillar on at first, nobody out. Now a ball on the ground for Fleece at third. Can they get 2? On to first, a double play. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass to baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. And that one just missed outside. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. It's on to the bottom of the first. No. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get there as he starts the home first with a leadoff triple.
And these fans could not have asked for a better way to start their day. A leadoff triple in the home half, and they're off and running.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The runner in scoring position with none out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Starling Marte. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. The 1-2. Splitter. 2-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Harrison stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Left fielder, Corey.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is right there, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Time for a look at the Buccos on field. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Rodriguez, and that retires the side. 1. Josh Bell the next to hit. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. In there, strike 1. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Count even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. A ball and 2 strikes to Sean Rodriguez. Bell gets his lead at first, nobody out. Misses, ball 2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out, number 1.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out, number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Joe Musgrove stands in as he looks at a called strike. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Missed with a slider.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Pirates strand. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the White Sox, Shohei Ohtani. He'll get to take his first cuts here. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
The pitcher got a little cute there. Fish ain't biting. This guy knows how to swing the stick. A knock on a curveball. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He singled to open up the ball game. Chopped in front of home plate. And that's the second out.
How about it? Right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. No balls and one strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And it's fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. And left for the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit on the ground to third. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Ready for another chance? Adam Frazier. Now here's the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Davis. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he'll reach second now with one away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The 1-2. Down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. Throw into second. And he is in there. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Dickerson, originally from Mississippi. This is the final year of his current deal. So a swing and a high drive to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Boy, when this guy gets in his groove, he can hit him. And when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out. This guy's going to do some major damage.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Rodriguez.
In now, Sean Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Another try at 2-2. Very weakly on the ground.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Here's David Freese to stand in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. A tag for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. But they strike for...
Leading off for the White Sox, first baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way out in front.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Davis takes his lead at third with 1 away. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Sano is retired. 2 down now. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Dribbled up the line. Freeze has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there. Now at the plate, Ryan Lavarnway. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over.
On the ground to third. Sano loves it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, pitcher, Joe Musgrove.
Riding in once again, Joe Musgrove. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Adam Frazier would be next. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yoán Moncada. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Marte going back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A solo home run for Yoán Moncada. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the White Sox get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And Freeze won't get a glove on this one. It's a fair ball. The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Well, they were having their troubles with his heater early, but not this time.
Yeah, after a while, the good hitting team is going to start catching up on that hard stuff. You can see that he tracks this thing all the way and just rips it to the wall. He's in the second with a double.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. On the ground to the left side, fielded by Freeze, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Digging in once again, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marte is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Runner in scoring position with Jugón. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. A hit and two at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Here's Starling Marte. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. He's running. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. Here's Chris Davis now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple.
Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. Looking up is Dickerson. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 11 for him on the season as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Into the box, Paul DeYoung. As he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Drilled down the line. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Here's Miguel Sano. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but this one will bend foul.
Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
DeYoung aboard here at first with nobody out. Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
That's a ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. And that run will continue as this is swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. Runners on first with one down. One and one, the count to Wellington Castillo. A 1-1. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. There's Harrison for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? Josh Bell the next to hit. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bell is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his third season as a major league player. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground at third. Sano is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The right fielder, number 3, Sean.
Ready once again, Sean Rodriguez. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now this is popped up. Castillo should have room behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here's David Freese to stand in. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Michael Feliz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jordy Mercer is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 10.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. 1 away.
The pitcher, number 17.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
And he takes ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Rodriguez, and that retires the side. Ready for another shot now. Ryan LaVarnway. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at bat. It's 1-0. So 1-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Here's Jordy Mercer now. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Trevor Rosenthal takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Right side taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Garcia will tuck this one in, and that ends the inning. 1-2. Kevin Segrist has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So here is Avisaíl Garcia. His career line against Segrist. He's 1 for 2.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Fouled away. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. To third. Mercer is there. And there's out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1. Riding in once again, Adam Frazier. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Adam Frazier.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Here's Starling Marte. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Oh, and that liner caught him. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Corey Dickerson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Marte stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Josh Bell. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pirates leave 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Felipe Rivero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready once again, Paul DeYoung. He singled his last time up. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set with the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Nobody out, runner on first. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Wellington Castillo. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. Line drive to left. Luplo will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The White Sox down to their last strike. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bouncing.
And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of guess. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Pittsburgh Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Joe Musgrove notches his 3rd win of the year. Felipe Rivero records the save, his 13th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.